Hi guys, welcome to Mindful Monday. I thought we could all use a little meditation with everything that's going on, and I'm really lucky to have my friend Julian helping me out with the camera, the footage, and I'm in this really beautiful place, meditation studio called The Den. So you guys should check it out. It's in Los Angeles. And if you're new to mindfulness, if you haven't had a lot of experience with mindful meditation, I just want to say a few things about what it isn't and then give you a definition of what we're doing. So mindfulness is not a religion. It can kind of add to your religious experience by helping you be more aware and more present with whatever you're practicing, but in and of itself, it's a tool, not a religion. And when we're practicing mindfulness, we're not trying to get rid of thoughts. That's a huge misconception. So thoughts are just part of our what we do. We think, we're human. So, noticing when you're starting to strive or trying to get rid of your thoughts, you can just notice what that's like instead of continuing to strive. And we're not trying to create any kind of experience. We're really just watching what unfolds on its own. So we're not trying to get to enlightenment or to even to make ourselves feel calm or to will ourselves into relaxation. We're really just allowing the mind to unravel, to kind of settle like sand or mud settling to the bottom of a pond or a lake. And we just watch how that happens on its own. So what is mindfulness? There are lots of ways of defining mindfulness, but the definition I like best is that with mindfulness, we're paying attention on purpose, right? We're directing our attention with a sense of openness and curiosity and a willingness to be with things just as they are, right? So that means that we're developing our capacity to be with unpleasantness, and we're also working on cultivating pleasantness, on states like gratitude or joy or just being present to what's in front of us. So that's really what we're doing here. And I'm going to lead you in a practice where we use what we call anchors for our attention. And today we're going to use the anchors of breath, our body, and sound. And we'll do it about, I think we'll do about like 10 to 15 minute practice. I never really keep a tight control of the time, just kind of let it unfold as it does naturally. So that's it. We'll do our practice together. And Julian will help me field any questions. So if you guys have any questions before or after, we can address those for you. So wherever you are, if you're sitting in a chair, you can just bring your feet flat on the floor and have your hands resting on your knees, on your thighs, and have your back nice and straight. If you're on a cushion like I am, you can just, crisscross your legs. Maybe have one foot in front of the other leg. And really, we're going for comfort, not rigidity. But the straightness of our back helps us to have a sense of dignity and a sense of, it influences the way we're watching or observing what's happening within the mind. So it is important to have a straight back, but not too rigid. And then just resting your hands on your knees. And when you're ready, you can just gently close your eyes and really give yourself permission to land in stillness. Might be the first time you've had stillness today. Taking a few long, deep breaths in and out of the nose. And as you're taking these deep breaths, just pay attention to how the belly and the lungs and the rib cage expand as you breathe in. And then how the belly and the lungs and the rib cage deflate as you exhale. And seeing if you can let go of any control over your breath. So you're just allowing your breath to be natural and easy. And still noticing how the belly rises and falls. And just bring to mind the word ease. Just a gentle invitation of ease with each breath. And noticing as we're continuing to make this transition from attending to the outside toward the in, just noticing the activity of the mind. Perhaps noticing the busyness, the mental chatter, and just watching it, observing, like leaves floating downstream in a river. And then begin to shift your attention to the body. Noticing sensations around the head, the top of the head. And then bringing awareness to the forehead. Feeling space in between the eyebrows. And then inviting that delicate area around the eyes to relax. Just breathing ease to all the little muscles around the eyes. Noticing sensations in the cheeks. The jaw. Just inviting the jaw to release and the teeth and lips to separate. And then bringing your awareness to your right shoulder. Inviting it to relax down. Maybe imagining that you have a warm cloth resting on the top of your shoulder. And then from that shoulder, just scanning down the right arm. Noticing sensations in the upper arm, the elbow. And then all the way down the forearm to the wrist. The palm of the right hand. And the fingertips, just feeling the warmth of the contact between your hand and your leg. Taking a deep breath. And then bringing your attention over to the left shoulder. And again, imagining you have a warm cloth resting on that left shoulder. And that you can feel that warmth traveling down the arm to the elbow, and down the forearm to the wrist. And then noticing the points of contact between your left palm, your fingertips, and your knee or leg. Just noticing that warmth there. And then bringing your awareness back up to the heart. Just feeling your chest rising and falling as you breathe. And imagining a warm glow around the heart. Maybe noticing your heartbeat. And if your heart feels hollow or full, just being aware of it, allowing it to be just as it is. And feeling that warm glow drift down into the belly. As you notice sensations in the belly. Maybe you feel full or hungry. Any other subtle sensations there, just noticing with curiosity. And then bringing your attention into the hips, feeling your body supported by the chair or the cushion or whatever surface you're sitting on. Just feeling that support and those points of contact underneath you. And then bringing your attention down the legs, the thighs, down to the knees and the calves. And into the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Maybe noticing warmth or coolness, numbness or tingling. And then bringing awareness to your lower back. Right at the base of the spine. And sending your in-breath up along the spine. And as you exhale, just imagining the breath traveling back down the spine. And then having a sense of the whole body breathing together. And then noticing where you feel the breath most easily in your body. Maybe the belly, or it might be the lungs and the rib cage, the chest. Or you might notice the breath at the nose, just the feeling of air. So choosing one of those areas and resting your attention there for about a minute. And if your mind feels restless, you can think of the words breathing in, breathing out. When your mind starts to drift away from the words or your breath, just acknowledge it. Acknowledge the planning or the remembering. And then gently return to the anchor spot of your breath and the words. And from your breath now, begin to expand your attention out to sounds. So just noticing sounds that are close by, one at a time. And seeing if you can listen as if it's music, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. Just listening with curiosity. You might notice that the sounds bring up sensations in your body. And if so, just notice that too. And then come back to sounds. And coming back to your breath. And just placing a hand over your heart if you'd like. And just taking a moment to acknowledge your effort in this practice today, your willingness to take time. And wishing yourself well, something you'd like to feel more of or bring into your day or your week. Some joy, some present moment awareness, some space. And you can invite it in with the phrase, may I feel joyful, may I feel at ease, may I feel grounded and present. Just taking the next few breaths to wish yourself well. And in a moment when I ring the bell, just don't be in a rush to open your eyes, but just listen to the sound of the bell all the way to the end before opening your eyes. So thank you all for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, I don't know if Julian, if you see any questions there, but I'm happy to answer them now or later. And most likely we'll have a Q&A, so I'll answer your questions about mindfulness in general. All right, thank you guys. See you later.